Hello everybody, this is Katrina again. Just wanted to make a short video with an update of how I'm doing in the coursework. I have gotten quite a number of questions and comments on if I finished the coursework yet and where I'm at. So I just want to put a little video together to let everybody know. Right now I've actually had to put my coursework on hold. I had to have rotator cuff surgery done the beginning of last month. And unfortunately, I don't have any use of my right arm just yet. I did just start physical therapy, so hopefully I should be able to go back into it within the next month or so. I'm hoping. But ideally, what happened was back in March, my husband had spine surgery done, and unfortunately, because of that, it slowed me down. I didn't stop, but it was hard for me to try to take care of him and do my own schooling the entire time. So it slowed me down quite a bit. But now that he's back at work and we got me my surgery was supposed to be really simple. We thought we were just going in there for a partial rotator cuff tear, and unfortunately, the 30-minute surgery turned into almost 3 hours because I had some bicep issues and there's some bone spurs and clavicle shavings and just different things that had happened. So unfortunately, it turned into 3 procedures that had to be done in the shoulder, and it was a lot longer than anticipated, so my recovery time is a bit longer. Luckily for me, CareerStep is being very understanding with it, and they have gone ahead and they haven't really put the coursework on hold, but what they've done is once I'm ready to go back into it, they're going to add on some months at the end. So that's going to be a plus. With CareerStep, if you do not finish it within that first year, um, they do have it to where you can purchase extensions. If you happen to let it lapse, then you have to pay an enrollment fee and the extensions. So I just contacted them beforehand and said, hey, right now I'm not able to do it at all. I do know that mine would have come up, I think, in November. Oh, no, it was in December. And so I knew I couldn't do it, and I let them know, and they were really, really nice about it. So as soon as I'm able to, I can definitely go ahead and jump in. I'm almost done. I've pretty much done all the learning type of material. I'm at the very, very end of it when you actually do, I think they call it the practum. And what that is where you just get a lot of medical records and you just read through each of the medical record and actually code it. And then they grade you on it. So you kind of know where your strong points are, where your weak points are, what you're not understanding. And it pretty much makes it to where it kind of makes it flow through more, if that makes sense. So I'm actually looking quite forward to that. Once I'm done with that and I pass, then I get the certificate. I can go down to the local college and actually take the state certifications and whatnot for, I think it's through AAPC, and I can't remember what the other one's called, AHEMA. And so I can do both of those. It does depend on what credentials you're looking for and which ones you want to take. With CareerStep, luckily, because of the amount of coursework and training that they give you, they are one of the only ones that I actually know of with the online schooling that, because of their training and what they teach you in it, it's the only one that you actually can get like the full CCS. A lot of the other ones that you can do, because they just do the medical billing and coding, they don't give you enough of the anatomy and physiology to where you can actually sit for the CCS. And so with CareerStep, they allow you to sit for both. One of them they pay for, the other one you pay out of pocket. Because of like my husband's military and we move a lot, for me, I'm going to try to do both. And yeah, we will be paying one out of pocket. However, the reason why, and I recommend everybody to do this before you sign up for anything, as well as before you decide which one you're going to sit for, is find out with your state or really within your area. If you live in XYZ town, just look at jobs in that area and see what the qualifications are, because some of the jobs require a CCS certification. Some of them only require, I think, a CPC, if that's the one. I always say those credentials wrong, and I apologize. But you definitely want to make sure that whatever one you sit for is one that is wanted in your area. So because of the fact that we're military and we move, I know here in Louisiana, they like one over the other one. But if we happen to get orders and go to, say, California or North Carolina, that can change. And so for me, I want to make sure that no matter where we go, I can apply for the job and have the credentials. And I think right now where it's so fresh in my mind, it's the best time to sit for it. And so I'm ideally going to sit for both, but I definitely want to make sure everybody out there knows, the reasoning behind it. If you're in an area and you're just planning on staying there, then, if you don't want to spend the extra $350, definitely don't take both. But that's between you and your family or whatnot, your situation. Um, One thing that has helped me through all this as well is I do watch some of the YouTube videos on coding. Codemaster Coach, I absolutely love her. She's amazing. She's a YouTuber, and she has a lot of the videos on going through the actual coding handbook. And she practically reads it to you, gives you like her side opinion on it, which is pretty amazing. And it's actually helped me through a lot of it, which honestly, before I start back in with CareerStep, as soon as I'm at that step, I'm going to spend about a week watching all of those videos and just kind of just going over the end part of my coursework just to make sure I'm refreshed so I can jump right into the medical coding, start doing the practicum, hopefully do pretty good, and then I can go ahead and sit for the actual certification test, get those, and then I can start applying for a job. So I just wanted to make a small video just letting you know why I haven't really posted anything. Honestly, I can't even open the books right now because being one-armed and I am right-hand dominant, I can't open them. So right now they're just sitting on the shelf right behind me actually, collecting dust at the moment. But as soon as I'm able to go into it, I do want to do another video of actually showing you what it's like to actually code an entire record. Because when I first started, I did not think it was as intensive as it is, which is amazing because I actually like how you figure out the codes. I seriously thought that it was pretty much you get the medical codes and it shows exactly what you need to code, and all we did was look up the actual numbers of the digits and put that in there and it was done. And it's not. It's pretty much you have to decipher what needs to be pulled out of that medical record and how to actually put that on paper. And it's because of how you have to do it. It's actually, I don't know, not really exciting per se, but it's kind of just, it uses a lot more brain skills than, what I anticipated. All my previous history, I've worked in call centers, so it's pretty much just talking on the phone to customers, either billing questions or customer service or sales, and it was just day in, day out. I like doing that. It was fun for me, but I definitely wanted a change of career, uh, especially because of the fact my husband's military, and trying to find call center jobs in every single state is just trying to quit the job and go on and go on. It's just, I don't like to do that. I really want to stay ideally with one company and just retire out with one company. I really enjoyed working for AT&T, which is where I worked before. And unfortunately, they don't have one here in Louisiana, so I can't go back into that. But this type of job, once you've got at least, from my understanding, from what I've researched, once you've got at least that 1 year of coding, you pretty much can get a job anywhere. The beginning of it is kind of hard from what I can see because of the fact that all the qualifications, it wants to have a 1 year minimum of coding. And I'm hoping because of how extensive the CareerStep program is, when I do an interview, when I get them, I am going to let them know, hey, this is what we had to do. And hopefully that kind of helps me with it. I am trying to get to be in high honors on it. I'm not sure how I've been doing. I know the block 2 really kind of set me back with EM coding because it was a lot to wrap my head around. And because of the fact that you're not in a classroom setting that's all online, you don't have a peer that you can just say, hey, do you understand that? Or what's your feedback? And kind of get their opinion, kind of bounce ideas off. That is a con of actually going through any online coding or any online class really, is because of the fact that you don't have other students that you can buddy up with. There's a couple of friends that I've met through the Facebook channel on there that I've been able to bounce off ideas, and one particularly actually helped me get past the EM coding, kind of made it click. But I will be showing the video that kind of shows how to do the medical coding on that. But anyway, instead of me rambling on anymore, I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I was at. Right now, I'm just waiting till I can actually open up a book without hurting my shoulder, and once I'm able to do that, I'll definitely post my next video. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys have any questions or anything, definitely don't hesitate and comment on it. If you guys like any of my videos, definitely subscribe. I definitely want to start doing more videos. It's just right now, it's my main goal is getting better so I can actually start working. So anyway, thank you for your time. You guys have a great day.